Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. This is my other channel. I'm just repackaging some old videos that, the new subscribers haven't seen yet. So I'm just repackaging to you, just for you to enjoy to get y'all caught up. Also, if you'd like to get in contact with me, send me an email, and you can always text me on WhatsApp. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to hold you up. Enjoy the videos. Peace. And check out my audiobook. Hey, what's up? It's me, Warren. Here again with another video. It's kind of early, a lot of questions, so just go ahead and answer some people's questions and getting right to it. The question that I get a lot lately is about rebounds and stuff like that. And one of the questions was, what usually happens after a rebound relationship? What is the aftermath of it all? 9 times out of 10, first things that happen is, or one of the things that happen is, your ex just move on. They don't come back to you, and they leave the rebound. They leave both of y'all alone and go their own way and just start working on themselves. Because a lot of times after that pain of dealing with your breakup and that breakup, a lot of times people just give up on relationships. So that's a possibility too. They just give up and move on. The next thing they can, what they do is, sometimes the low self-esteem people, if your ex have a low self-esteem, they jump from rebound to rebound to rebound. They just keep going, jumping into odd relationships and stuff like that, and really messing up people's lives and stuff like that nature. That's a possibility too. That's some of the things they also do. And like I said before, another thing they do, they just embrace the single life. It kind of ties in with the first one, moving on, but they just embrace the single life, and they realize the problem is them, so they just stay single. But the next one is vital that you pay attention to this. A lot of times what they do also, they leave that relationship and they try to come back. Because keep in mind, people do things in cycles. They do things in cycles and circles. So once that relationship fails, they're gonna come back to you. And a lot of times when they come back to you, they just come back to you because they familiar with you. They just need, some kind of closure, some kind of validation. They can't be alone. So that's why they come back a lot of times, But not to say it's, it's because they love you or something like that. A lot of times they just want your company, and they familiar with you, because if they love you, they wouldn't be doing what's going on, what they doing. So the thing is, you should be aware of that. If somebody leave out your life or walk out your life, you let them go. Even if they try to circle back in your life, you don't entertain them. You don't move backwards. Your life don't revolve. Your life don't move backwards. You're not getting younger every day. You're getting older every day. That means you moving forward. So the thing is, all this really depends on the type of person that you was dealing with. And let me say this again. When they jump out the rebound, these rebound relationships, normally they just move on and they just let stuff go. Or they move to another rebound. They just continue their path of destruction, and things of that nature. Or they just embrace the single life. You know what? I just like being me and stuff like that. They don't jump into another relationship, but they still having sex with people and do relationship actions. That's what I mean by embracing the single life. They just, using people for sexual purposes only. So that's one possibility that would happen. And the last possibility is they circle back around to you to try to get back into your life, not because they love you or something like that. They just might be familiar with you, and they might have a fear of you moving on. So they circle back in your life to not to mess it up, but to see what you're doing, see if it can start back over. But keep in mind, just keep in mind that when they come back to you, if you accept them back, you teaching them what you allow. If this person left out the relationship and jump into a rebound relationship, and they're having sex in that rebound relationship, and you accept that person back, what do that say about your standards and you as a person? Think about that. So the thing is, I know a lot of people going through this situation, and it's very hard and it's very tough and stuff like that. And a lot of people ask me what to do in this situation. How do what would Warren do? Me personally, one, I would put God first. No matter what it is, put God first, because you're going to need him. Because the thing is, you can't go at this situation alone. Because the thing is, your feelings is your worst enemy. It's you against yourself. That's who it is. Now keep in mind, the devil is on the passenger side of your brain, and those thoughts represent him. If you give in to those thoughts, you let him drive your life. So that's why I say put God first, because you're going to need it. Because your thoughts, all that stuff like that, going to overwhelm you. And that's why I tell people to reach out to me. And whenever you need help, I'm here for you, because I totally understand. The second thing I did was work on my goals, purpose. 365 days a year, working on my purpose. You can't be afraid to fail. People are afraid to fail. Failure is good. When you fail at certain things, you learn. There's no such thing really as failure. You learning, and you learning to improve. Each failure is an improvement. So don't be afraid to fail, set goals, go out there and do things. Because the thing is, you're going to give into these thoughts sooner or later. You're going to be snooping, doing crazy things. It's fine, it's cool. But the thing is, don't just keep doing it. Try to get some help for it. Set some goals for yourself. Set some goals so your mind don't be occupied with what that person doing. Set some goals, and don't be afraid to fail if you don't achieve them goals and stuff like that. Keep going, keep pushing. And the last thing, be grateful. It's not bad as you think. It's just your mind telling you that. It's not as bad as you think. Be thankful that you woke up this morning, you got clean clothes, you got a roof over your head, you got food. Your kids healthy. It's a lot of things you can be thankful for. So be thankful for that, and stop focusing on somebody that leave out your life. You're not lost to them. You're not on the back of a milk carton nowhere. You healthy, you doing fine. It's just you and your emotions. You is your own enemy. So work on yourself, better yourself. Work on your goals, your dream, your purpose, 365 days of the year. Don't be afraid to fail, and always put God first. You should be okay, and just be thankful for the things that you have. Don't be afraid to start your goals and dreams and stuff. Don't tell yourself you might don't have the right equipment. Start where you at. Start where you are to get where you need to be, and everything will just fall in place. And just watch. Things will be okay. Now, if you need to get in contact with me, the best way to get in contact with me is through email. You can send me an email. I'd be more than happy to set up a time we can talk about this situation. You can also text me your situation I'd be more than happy to, accept your text message. If you want to do video chat, we can do video chat. You can do email coaching. I got multiple ways for you to get in contact and get in contact with me. There's no reason for you to just sit there and go through that pain alone. That's what I'm here for. Now, with that being said, I want you to take care of yourself. And remember what I said in the videos. The most important one is to put God first, and you should be okay. Now, with that being said, you take care.